this is the same recording session as last time. Uh, it's Russell, and we're going to pick up right where we left off. I'm going to do one more episode recording for today. Uh, but of course, you guys will see it in a different time. Anyways, yeah, today's a good day for recording, at least for the morning is. So I'm trying to knock out as much as I can today. We're going to fix a few more bugs. January of 1997, this one's coming out. And we got 42 followers, so looking pretty decent enough. Let's just go ahead and prioritize this ever so slightly to fixing bugs on the first person simulator. Again, that support for the sports game is much more important to me than the whole other thing. Just keeping it alive, keeping it alive. We sold ever since we started supporting again, we sold another I think 40,000 copies. So things are looking pretty good for it. Never really had any of these sold. So that was just kind of like a dead thing. It makes sense, you really have to make it a game big if you're going to make money off of an expansion pack for it. Poor 375 losers just you know, bought an expansion pack in a game that no one's playing now, and yeah. All it was skins, I think it was, or something along those lines. I don't even remember what I called it. It was yeah, esports skins. 375 losers just bought a few skins. And yeah, going. The queued things are finished. This is going to get released, and we're still making a little bit of money, enough to keep ourselves afloat. Things are looking good. Pretty happy with where we're at, where we're going. We got 37k in stock now, so we sold around 1,000 or so last month. Total War first person will be coming out real soon, in 2 more months. Excited to see where that goes. So yeah, pretty awesome stuff. Let's go ahead and skip to the next day. It's been a while since you released a sports game. Your fans are noticing. I know. You can't rush genius. You cannot rush genius. Let's go ahead and make sure we're doing well. Now, we could do a day one update to see if we can. I wonder if that's a thing we can do, just start updating immediately, the graphics and stuff like that. If it's not up to the current standard, that might be a cool thing to see if we can do. Huh? Okay, I didn't think of that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that as a bit of an experiment. Let's see what we can do. Skip to unused time in a bit here. I think we have to wait till the security guard changes before we can do that. But yeah, things are looking good. I like my little office area. Could have made the house a little bit bigger, but I maybe want to save building an even bigger mansion for another day. I want there to be a bit of a progression. Oh, it's January, so we can release it today. Let's go ahead and release it. Let's see what people think. Total War first person. Who gets a clue? No one. Oh, okay. 2 stars. Shines through in its brilliance. No marketing material. Okay. Let's just make it a marketing campaign of 5,000 and order around 50k copies. And I'll be happy if we sell all of them. Let's go ahead and also see about updating. Yes, look at that. So we can update right away those things. I have to choose the tool. 1993 tech. Let's go for that. And that should allow us to just, make it slightly better right off the bat. We can even see about. Let's go ahead and prioritize this down to a 2, this to a 2, this to a 2 as well, before we do the support stuff. Because the support stuff will get done, I'm pretty sure. Let's let it tick over, see what happens next month before we start the development of Esports Simulator Oh, let's make sure this gets done. Esports Simulator 3D. Come on, you can do it. This is important. Okay. We'll see. Next tick will get it done. Probably should have put it on priority 3 or 5 or something like that. Could have finished it, but we'll finish it tomorrow and maybe it'll give us like a boost in sales on our second day. Let's go ahead and do that. 29,000 active users. So we sold all the copies. Let's go ahead and let's order more copies. It's this one, right? Yeah, 800,000 last month. And yeah. So we sold. Let's go ahead and buy 60,000 more copies. And what else? If my microphone has sounded weird up to this point, it's because I just realized that like my phone was pulling down on my microphone. So hopefully I just like pulled it up and it was fixed. I don't know. It was making weird noises a little bit coming out of the speaker. I was like, why is it doing that? And then I moved my phone and I'm like, oh, I was pulling on the wire. Let's go ahead and finish that. Maybe that will have a positive effect on the game. And we'll go ahead and deprioritize this and put it on like 3,500 just for this month. And then we'll end it next month as we, do support and stuff like that. If we just wait 3 ticks and then... I mean, do I really want to hold on to this game? It looks like it's going to be a successful game, actually. Let's go ahead and... I'm torn now, all of a sudden. Between Total War, first person, and then esports 3D. Because esports has been my baby up until this point. Okay, let's end this. Let's go ahead and start the update for bug fixes. And we're not going to worry about graphics right now. 54,000 active users. Wow. And we have 55k in stock. This is the right one, right? Yeah. Ooh, that was a good money grab. Let's see. Because we did release it at a pretty good point in time, where like, well before the next FPS game came out. So let's go ahead and after today we'll end the marketing for eSports. Do I want to do that? Like I said, I'm torn between the sports game and the FPS game that suddenly just shot off. In fact, let's go ahead and finish this. As soon as we start getting issues with supporting this, because it looks like we're going to go ahead and get like another big group of sales, we might not be able to support this. It might be best to just get rid of it. 74k active users. Okay, this is the point where we were at when we hit the 3D editor and things started going south and we started losing reputation. We've lost all our fans. Maybe let's just try for one more tick to do support. And if I can't do it after today, if I can't like, yeah, it's not even making a dent. Look at that. Okay. Next tick, I'm going to, like after like midnight, I'm going to go ahead and sell this. Let's go ahead and order like maybe 15k more copies to make sure that we sell out like all the copies of this before like next night. And then after that we'll go ahead and sell this IP, trade IP. Computer's getting very slow, needs to be looked at by an IT. Oh, I just forgot. Yeah, okay. I forgot the one thing I didn't hire all the time. You know what? I'll just go ahead and hire it now. I thought like I was just going to, whatchamacallit, just call in an IT person because it's much cheaper. But you know what? We have the money to. We're just going to go ahead and hire a full-time IT person. We'll go ahead and call in an IT today, though, because I think it's too late for them to come in. So let's have this IT person come in, make our computer 100%, and then in general we'll have a full-time IT person now. Okay. So we just lost a ton of tickets. Let's go ahead and trade IP. So let's go to my releases. This is the FPS game, right? Yes, okay. Trade IP. 3 million, bam. Not our problem anymore. And what happened with EncryptorOS, if that happens with this as well, we'll be able to buy it back at a later date, so not a big deal. We made a few million off of it. Quick, easy cash grab. 85,000 fans. Look at that. We did gain a lot of FPS, recognition from that, but instead we're just going to go ahead and go to develop. Or actually, we're going to go to our releases. We're going to go to Esports Simulator Ultimate Edition. What was the IP worth for this? No, that's way too low. Just wondering. Let's go ahead and make a sequel. And it will be our first 3D version, Shadows. That's what we're adding to it. Approximately 3 years. And you know what? I'm fine with it being $80. After all, we can't really do it like, yeah, so it's a sequel of that. And then we're going to, what's multiplayer? It increases the increases interest, but not by enough. Yeah, we're going to be already have 100% interest for this. It's already going to take a while to develop. Go ahead and look at that. Tiger X is the only thing we can add. There's other things as well. Like this one we can add, I believe. 1994. This was just released and it's already got 300,000. So that's decent. Let's go ahead and do that. And it does add an extra year or so to development, but I think it'll be worth it. I hope it is. We can go ahead and change it to be 100% really. So if we just go here, should be 100%. There we go. Let's go ahead and develop. Quite small, yes. It'll take quite a while to do, quite small, but we're going to do it like all the way, go to like 3 iterations. We're going to develop it fully. And we don't have much else to focus on besides, just maintaining support for these. So let's go ahead and put it on, let's go ahead and put this on like all the way and everything else on 1. And go full speed. And we got quite a bit of money sitting in the bank because of that whole FPS escapade that we went on. Our iteration's going to be very, very slow, unfortunately, but that's just the way things are. Never did finish all the bugs off of this. I wonder if we want to just update this real fast. Let's go ahead and do that at a 10. Oh, it looks like we can do bugs at the same time. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's what I should have been doing. Doing both the bugs and that. We're going to go ahead and finish that. That'll probably be our last update for that. Just keeping it alive. It was quick, painless, took a very small portion of the day. It was worth it. Let's go ahead and skip to the next day. We did make a big monthly profit. Oh no, that was like us selling that whole thing. So that was like the 3 million that we got from that. Okay, that makes sense. We didn't get really a big surge in sales here. Not on EncryptorOS, I mean on that. We didn't get a big surge of sales on there. We are still slowly losing our sports reputation, but it's nice to have the fact that we went back and supported this and sold a ton more copies and did some updates made it so that people didn't forget us completely when it came to sports. And we haven't missed a single ticket since we started supporting it again, which is important. Let's go ahead and skip to the next day. I'm curious to see if anyone will ever buy another add-on. I don't want to really put money into marketing on it because it is just kind of money down the drain. See, I think the way to make money off of expansions is start developing the expansion immediately after the game releases, but that isn't really an option with all like the support we end up doing after the game is released. That's the thing with the one dude challenge, one employee challenge. I was tempted to honestly make this $85 instead of $80 just as a way to see if like, oh, less people will buy it because it's more expensive. But I don't know. It's just I can't bring myself to do it. I always like to see the sales come in, and I feel like people are just going to be like, "Oh, we aren't going to buy it at all now because it's too expensive." So I don't know. I've always made the games cheaper than their actual value in this, just because I'm always more so focused on getting the fans in and everything like that. Just seems like the priority. Not to wring every dollar out. I wish gaming companies these days would have that philosophy of not trying to wring every dollar they can and making sure that people are happy with the games that are released. But yeah, that's not the world we live in now. So we've finished our first iteration. Just going. It looks like creativity is like through the roof. I guess I don't know. I don't know how that works completely. So did I ever make any products that were considered like inspirational or whatever? I'm curious to see. So products, outstanding but ordinary. What about with because I have a couple other releases, and also it's good to check up on them to make sure that I can't buy them back already. Let's see. Going down to FPS games, Total War First Person. Now their marketing is unavoidable, and they have 200,000. Yeah, this one is inspiring. Okay, so we're getting better with creativity stuff. What about the 3D? That was inspirational to me because I was the first person. No, that was ordinary. Okay, unavoidable marketing still, and 4,000 active users still. Burglars went home empty-handed. Awesome. Security. Obviously, it would have been way cheaper to just um, let them rob me and rebuy the stuff than to maintain security at this point, because we don't have like a million computers like you would in like a regular office building. But it's fun to role play a little bit. Have like a security guard standing outside all the time. Look at him, Mariano Howard. That's an awesome name. I love the names in this game. My favorite one so far though is Brain Taylor. 'Cause that name didn't come from me. That was like the game naming the dude, and so I stuck with it because it was a pretty good name. Brain Taylor, Brain Incorporated. He's working away, hard at work, has his awesome car. We could even, if we wanted to, just like assign him the parking space. I actually select people parked here. But that means tomorrow I should be the one to go in the parking space. Oh no, maybe the day after tomorrow actually, because I had to wait for that dude to get out of here. Let's go ahead and because I figured if I park here, then it's a very slightly shorter walk upstairs. Efficiency. Not that I've been very efficient by building this building. It's just, one of those things. It kind of sucked that I can't have like a double staircase going up. Like I have to use like two staircases and then there's like this big line going down the middle of it. We'll just say that Brain Taylor is a very eccentric person. Having a big empty space and no bed. Sometimes if he can't go, find a party, he'll just come in and lay down on the floor. That's his thing. But he hasn't gone without a party in the longest time. So yeah, I do need to kind of go through and do free iterations because the previous game was a free iteration game, and I don't want people thinking this game is inferior to the last game. Um, that's at least the idea, I believe. I could have just started with a new game from scratch and tried to make like a new series, but I kind of wanted to go through and I didn't rename it, did I? Hold on, let me go back to project details. Ultimate Edition 2. Can I rename it? change software's name. Because what I wanted to name it was Esports Simulator 3D. There we go. Perfect. And that's what I want to name it. And this time around, we got shadows. I wonder if we could have taken a publishing deal for it, because we seem to be making progress a lot faster, and I think the estimated time to finish was 4 years. Maybe it would have been like sooner if we, got in a publishing deal, but still, seem to be plowing through this. I am tempted to do like actual marketing for it, but I feel like I started working on like a marketing release that one time, and it was like going at like 1 mile per hour. I feel like we couldn't do like a marketing release before whatchamacallit, before the time it releases. And it's also much more valuable to get like a ton of bugs fixed before it releases too, so that the game is more stable. There is less issues for us in terms of customer support. And I might actually just hold on to it, even if it means losing some more recognition. I mean, holding on to it and getting a lot of the bugs fixed before its release sounds like really good to me. Especially now, because we can update it and make it so that like the graphics are like more up to date before it's released and everything. I'm very tempted to just hold on to the development for this for a while after I'm done with this game. I feel like the fourth iteration takes the longest. There's right now we're on the third one, so if I was to just like leave it and let it do like a fourth iteration, it would take forever for this to release. So I'm tempted to not do 4 iterations, only to do 3. Actually, I just realized one of the reasons why this might not work is be selling anymore is because it needs to be ported eventually. So what if I was to just go in and port to, let's say, the biggest, newest thing? What has the most active users at this point? You. A Tiger X6. How long would a port take for this? Can I just knock it out in next day and then see what it does for like the sales for this game? Because if I could just like go to sell like more copies, that would be really cool. It's been a while since you've released a sports game. Yeah, I know. But if we can get people to buy for this real fast, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take like an almost like do I want to do this? I kind of want to do it to see what's going to happen. Okay. It's going to take like 2 months to do it. And I'm even going to just like bump this down to like 1,000 next month, so that we should be able to finish it next month. Hey, I'm not even going to be able to finish it this month. Look at this rate. But I wonder if this means we'll have like an influx of new players, especially because we've been doing updates and stuff. Now I'm curious to see what we can do with this. So let's go ahead and like just like make this like 500 next month. Wait, let's go wait till next month before we do that. Or even just make it like 50 or something, so I don't lose track of it. Let's do like 100, so that it exists still. And then just like knock this out. Maybe we can do it today, maybe not. The Tiger X6. Because I assume very few people are using the operating systems that this is on, and that's what's limiting it. It could be a possibility, or it could just be because it's so old that people are not going to buy it anymore, which might be a thing. Updating it to the next level of thing might be a good idea as well, but we'll wait to do that till it's on the next operating system. We can even choose the editor tool for that. Let's go ahead and wait till the end of the day and then press update for this. So tomorrow we should be able to update the game to the next level. Tomorrow will be the last day I play, or March will be the last month I play. And then we'll go to like the very beginning of April to see what what happens after that, because I am curious. So let's get this port finished. Then we'll get the update finished. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Perfect. Once this update is finished. Perfect. So that means it's on the next level for that. Now we can update the audio too, but I'll wait, see what this reaction is. So there's 28,000 in stock now. And now will there be like a big influx of players or what? So there's 1,100 active users. And next time around we'll also just bring this back up to like 2,500. Let's see what happens at midnight. Bam. No, it didn't really change anything. Okay. Maybe over time, though, we'll be able to start getting a bit more of an influx after we do some marketing. I don't know. We'll mostly just focus on this, though. Let's bring this to 2,000, not 2,500. We want people to, feel like they can buy this still. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe if you guys want to see more. And we're going to finally be getting to Esports Simulator 3D. That's what I've had my eye on as like the final game of this little trilogy that I've made. And then after that, I'll probably work on to a new project. Maybe hardware can be something we look at maybe getting. Phone operating systems will become a thing soon. Maybe I can come out with a cell phone. I don't know. Actually, phone is out now. What's that? Approximately 2 years. Can't really put anything into hardware though at this point. So yeah, we can't really do hardware. Trying to think of what else we could do after games. Maybe we can get into like an antivirus thing. Be like the new cutting edge security provider. I wonder if we were to like go ahead and just like develop something, spend the longest time developing it, even though it would mean like we were out of date, and then going through and doing like an update as soon as it was released to make it not out of date. I wonder how that would fly. These are all like strategies I'm just trying to like come up with. It's a bit of an experimental game, but it's cool that I have the money to blow and experiment with, see what I can do. But yeah, thank you so much. Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. You guys have a good one, and God bless. Bye.
Like, favorite, and subscribe if you guys want to see more. Always interested in your feedback down in the comment section. You guys have a good one. God bless.